Hi, Steve here with some great news, especially for those people that follow our daily football stats, our subscribers. I wish I had my drum set back. I could do a drum roll because Michael has been hard at it with the programmers and doubled the information that's available in daily football stats. Doubled, I hear you say. Doubled? How did you do that? Well, what he's done is now we have all the odds for all the markets that really count. As we can just start here, we can see full-time score, home, draw, away, under 0.5, all the way through. You can see them there, correct score, odds and evens, full-time, half-time combinations, as I said, correct score, 0-0, 0-1. All of these now are available along on the same line as the stats, so you can keep going through. We've got both teams to score, no bet if a draw, for home, for away. So the great thing now is you can sort by odds. Here, for example, if we just click on the full-time draw, if we click on the button, the sort button, we can see now, scroll down, we've got the favourite in the shortest price in the full-time draw, and we can see this Nigerian match. We can double click on this line, click on this line here, and now for that match we can follow all along. So we can see in that Nigerian match, if we wanted to play, that there's no both teams to score option, but there's all these other options here that we can look at now and decide on what we want to bet with. So we can sort by odds now as well, and it's all in the same line as with the stats. So for example, we having a look at this Brazilian game, we can click on there now, and we can follow through the stats, see what's happening. That game is still in progress. These odds here are only up to the start of the game. So when we go in to say look at yesterday's matches where we've got results and that, the results aren't in play. They are all before the match starts. So if you want to do some research, you can research the odds and that. Now we're covering about 350 leagues around the world. Obviously not all leagues are going to have bookies odds because some of them are too small, but the stats are there and everything else is there for you. So as I said, from the gold plated number one premium leagues right through to the bush leagues, they're all covered in the stats, and where bookies are hosting odds, the odds will be there. It updates the odds every 4 hours, and the days, most of the day's odds will be added about 6 AM Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. So now you've got a valuable tool as well. These are all results here, so you can look at the results, and if you're doing research you can see what the odds and that were for all the different categories as well. So it's a very valuable tool. But now, as I said, now that you've got the odds here, you can sort by odds. You might have a look, for example, in the correct score, the 0-0. You may want to know what game has got the shortest odds for the 0-0, and then you can play the market from there. For example, we can see these markets here are the shortest odds. That's Algerian things. If we go down, okay, we've got the Colombian game, Argentinian game here. So if the odds are that short are 7 for the correct score, or 0-1 at 6, it means obviously there's not going to be much scoring in the game. So you could scroll right across, because we've highlighted it, and look at the both teams to score is $2.05 or 2.05, and one, that's a typo there, but both teams not to score 1.7. So you can see it's expecting to be a very low scoring match, judging by the correct score odds. So you can work strategies by that, but now you can sort by odds. If you're using some of our strategies that we have, then odds is a part to play, and now you can quickly drill down and filter where you want to do further research. If we scroll across to that game, we can see now right across, because it's highlighted, you can see what clean sheets are, or whatever stats that you want to have a look at, and marry that up with the price. So we can see here that this is a game, Argentinian. This is very early on in the season. We can see by the low scoring, low stats that are there already. And of course you can always go to the leagues and have a look and see how many games have been played. In the Argentinian league, we can see there's only 29 games being played, so the season is very, very young. So you've got all that, which is all sortable too, so you can click on that and see these are all seasons with very few games, so they're only just starting in the season, so you know exactly how valuable the stats are if you're looking at the stats. Also, if we go back to today's matches, the other great feature, the really great feature, and especially if you use Excel, is the export button. We can push export data and it comes into Excel for you, and then you have all the data in an Excel spreadsheet. So if you're handy with an Excel spreadsheet, you can sort. Okay, so you've got this very valuable Excel spreadsheet, and if you know anything about Excel, you can make it do almost anything. So you can click on here, use sort filters, and you can sort by categories here that you want to look at. This is the stats, or we can scroll across to look at the odds. For example, in the full-time scores, we might want to look at where the home team, we go into the filters and we only want to see where the home team is between 1.30 and 1.8. Click, and there we have, these are all the matches that are being played that are between 1.3 and 1.8, and then you can look at strong home team. You may want to look at correct score, or you may want to look at under and overs. If it's a strong team, you might think, well, what are the over 2.5s, and have a look and see there's some reasonably good odds here. So if you've got a strong favourite, you think they're going to score more than 3 goals, then you can be looking at the over 2.5. But this video is not about strategy, it's about how valuable it is to have the odds and the stats on the same sheet in the same convenient page, so that you can highlight, go through and find the betting opportunities to the specific stats that you've got, or even if you are just looking at odds related. Plus also, of course, as always, we have the valuable leagues here, so that you can see which leagues have got plenty of games to give you a rough indication. If we go down to the USA League, for example, I like the stat in the USA main league here. They've got 200 games. 50% or 49% of all home games in the USA League win. So that's a very strong win to the home team, and then you can look at odds to see where the home team might represent good value judged on that stat there. So out of the 200 games being played in the US this season, nearly 100 of them have gone to the home team. So it's a very valuable tool to use. So that is the big news now. We have stats and we have the bookies odds on the same page, so that you can quickly find where there is some value for your betting. So on behalf of Michael, who's worked very hard on this, and myself, Steve, thanks for watching this, and we hope that you see the great value now of adding odds to the stats. Thank you.